Hey everyone, and welcome back to No Man's Sky. In today's guide, I would like to share with you an expedition strategy that can help you break the loop early and in doing so stop you from losing progress whenever you die an unscripted death. The strategy is very straightforward and should be quite safe until a certain stage. Take note, explaining this method will spoil some parts of the expedition and what to expect, so if you want to run this one spoiler-free, now is your chance to leave. The ultimate aim of this method is to reach anchor point 5 and complete iteration 5. But that is not possible before we meet some conditions, and these conditions can be found in the previous iterations. First of all, we need to get off the planet and get the proper materials and blueprints so travel to other planets and systems is possible. So our mission starts in iteration 1, where we need to complete this whole phase. Each of the milestones will need to be completed, except of course the optional one. The main goal is to reach anchor point 1 and find the first grave on that planet, but we cannot reach it before we finish all the other milestones first. Once the first iteration is completed, we now only need to focus on the other anchor points and the graves on each of those planets. Once again, I would also advise you to build a base computer on each of the anchor points planets. Just in case you die, you can easily travel back to these locations without having to warp to them. On a side note, you might also have noticed I already finished Atonement, which is taming a predatory creature. You can do this on the starter planet by feeding a creature pallet to a predator. Once you have visited each anchor point and its grave, you should now have arrived in iteration 5. Completing the 5th anchor point and the grave should give you the necessary materials to continue this phase. The next step will be the most dangerous of this run, so I would advise you to tread carefully and be sure to use the memory engrams you were given as rewards for the milestones. You will have to enter and complete a derelict freighter, which will be dangerous if you're not careful and patient. I would advise you to stock up on ammo, life support gel and batteries to ensure a safe run. Your aim is to reach the last room of the derelict freighter and access the terminal there. That terminal will give you a blueprint for a flute. After building that flute, you will be able to use it to call in the Leviathan. Next, interact with the Leviathan and submit to it. This will cause you to die one more time. Still, this death will break the loop. Once you start the game back up, you should arrive at the final planet. Call in your ship and jump in and out to save your game again. Now your inventory and progress should be safe. Even dying should no longer clear it and have you start from scratch again. Be aware that this is working at the moment of this recording, and I believe this is an intentional mechanic Hello Games has programmed into this expedition. However, if you're not able to back up your expedition, I would avoid testing it. While I'm quite sure this will work on all platforms, I do not wish you to lose progress because of being too confident. Therefore, I would advise you to follow this method and then afterwards continue your progress thoughtfully and with care. If you then by a bug or bad luck die, there is a very good chance your progress will not be lost. I have tried it myself several times, even during my live streams, and the method has worked every time flawlessly. I hope this guide will give you some insight on how to break the loop and get ahead in the expedition. If you found this interesting and helpful, a thumbs up would be highly appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. This was Beeblebum. Goodbye for now.